Morning Exercises, October 1st. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord! To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Amos 5:18. We may apply this to the day of death. How often do men, when in trouble and disappointment, express a wish that God would now take away their life from them, supposing that it is better for them to die than to live. We cannot indeed be always sure of the sincerity of their desire, and they may not be sure of it themselves. Under the pressure of present feeling, they may imagine that death would be welcome, when perhaps, if it actually appeared, they would decline his aid. And if they would not, they ought. For their fleeing from trouble is as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand upon the wall, and a serpent bit him. Let me then beg these sons of sorrow to inquire whether the event they long for will be a real remedy for their complaints. Are they sure that death will be annihilation? Are they perfectly sure that there is nothing beyond the grave? Can they prove that there is no future state, or that in this state there is no misery but happiness only? Judas hanged himself, but he went to his own place. This was far worse than his former condition, even under all the horrors of remorse. If the Scriptures be true, all are not happy at death. Yea, none are then happy without a title to heaven and a meetness for it. And have you this title? What is it? He that believeth on the Son hath everlasting life, and he that believeth not on the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of God abideth on him. Have you this meekness? What is it? Do you love his holiness? Without this, could you be happy in a holy place, in a holy state, in holy company, in holy engagements, in holy enjoyments? Is the Redeemer precious to your souls, and do you delight in him? Without this, could you be happy to be forever in his presence, and hearing forever his praise? Could a man without an ear or taste for music be happy by being removed into a world of melody and harmony? Need you be told that happiness does not arise from the excellency of the object, but from its adaptation to our disposition, and nothing can make us happy but what relieves our wants, fulfills our desires, and satisfies our hope? Without holiness, therefore, no man can see the Lord. How absurd, then, is it to wish to leave this world for another before you are sure the exchange will be for your advantage. For your advantage it cannot be if you die unpardoned and unrenewed. Blessed are the dead that die in the Lord, but out of him you are out of the city of refuge, and the avenger of blood is upon you. Out of him you are out of the ark and exposed to the deluge. No, the day of your death is not better than the day of your birth. Whatever your privations and losses and distresses here may be, they are only the beginnings of sorrow, and all you suffer from them is only a drop to the ocean compared with the damnation of hell. And once gone from time, there is no return. As the tree falleth, so it lies. Instead, therefore, of wishing this only, and all-important season ended, you should be thankful that it is prolonged, if it be continued even in a vale of tears, and account that the long suffering of God is your salvation, for he is not willing that any should perish. Remember also that these disappointments and sorrows which make you so impatient may prove the greatest blessing, and the valley of Achor be given you for a door of hope. For God does not afflict willingly, nor grieve the children of men. He renders earth desolate to induce you to seek a better country. He strikes away every human prop, and puts failure and vexation into every worldly scheme, that you may turn from idols to the supreme good and say, "What should I wait or wish for then, from creatures, earth, and dust? They make our expectations vain, and disappoint our trust. Now I forbid my carnal hopes, my fond desires recall. I give my mortal interest up, and make my God my all." Away then with every thought of desperation. Say, "I will arise and go unto my Father. He is in sight, waiting to receive thee graciously and to love thee freely. Repair to the throne of the heavenly grace. You cannot spread your sorrows there in vain. If tempted to despair, try his word. No one ever trusted and was confounded. Cry, "Lord, I am oppressed, undertake for me." "Come," says the reliever of every burden, "come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." The Athenians said, "I should have been lost if I had not been lost." And what made the prodigal think of home but want? Where did Manasseh find his father's God but in affliction? We often feel for those who have been reduced and say they have seen better days. But if in their prosperity they forgot God that made them, and lightly esteemed the rock of their salvation, and in their adversity have thrown themselves into his arms, these are the best days they ever saw, and they will draw forth their praise forever. This, my suffering friend, may be your case, and will be if you seek unto God, and unto God commit your cause. He will turn the shadow of death into the morning, and you shall join the multitude who are saying, "It is good for me that I have been afflicted."